First is a request and recommendation by the county's safety committee. As I think you're aware, the county's property and general liability carrier, P Corp, Pennsylvania County Risk Pool, provides a loss control grant each year of $30,000 to each member county to invest in things that will reduce our exposure, reduce our losses, which is a variety of things from slips and falls to preventing injuries and just improvements to property, even equipment that will reduce our liability. The jail has requested through Deputy Ott at our safety committee meeting, requested some equipment which is simply known as the glove. This is a pair of gloves that is touch activated and will emit an electric charge that is similar to a taser but less. Brad's
more
here,
like an electric fence, maybe.
Yeah, and it just stops a person from acting out or whatever they're involved with, but with much less risk than a taser would. The fall risk is less. You know, it's not likely that someone's just going to be immobilized and fall and possibly injure on that fall. So we did have a demo here locally which involved probation, the sheriff's office, the jail, and I think it's safe to say everyone was pretty impressed with the technology. They are about $1,300 a pair, which includes cleaning equipment and things for the gloves, and they would like to have 3 of those pair of gloves at the jail. Total cost actually $14.95 a pair with everything. And while I mentioned that the county's grant from P Corp is eligible, we then learned from our P Corp loss control coordinator that they're so impressed by it that one of the reinsurance carriers is actually kicking in money for counties to acquire these, because it's just such an improvement in reduced risk. So I guess I can, Brad, if there's anything I missed that you want to add, you actually attended the demo.
We kind of want to see how it goes for the jail, and I think the sheriff's office might be in the future looking forward to it.
Who was the guinea pig that got the touch?
Quite a few of us. It's more of a pain compliance. Like, you know, there's a test demo I use. It's like a touch, just kind of like, ow, you want to listen. Like, more like, yeah.
But you kind of, at this point, concluded it's good for the confined environment.
Yeah, like
the
somebody
jail,
that doesn't want
not the
to come out of their cell, like get a lot of injuries from inmates that are being, don't want to be removed or whatnot. It's a safer way of doing it.
One question, the technology is new to me. If the person would be moving and they grab a metal bar in the cell, would they themselves get shot? No.
It doesn't conduct to anybody else.
Okay. All right.
So, with that recommendation, we ask your approval to utilize that funding for this device.
I'll make that motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we make that safety committee fulfill that request by the safety committee. Any questions or comments?
One more, just it actually serves both the liability concern of reducing chance of injury to an inmate or to anyone who's on the other end, and it also reduces the workers' compensation exposure, because we often have correctional officers who get sprains and injuries and so on when they're involved in these types of scuffles. Okay. So just want to mention that.
Okay. Nothing else? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. So moved.
I have a proclamation for your consideration to be provided to Deborah Wright, who is a Lebanon County resident who is participating in the, hold on, there's so many, she's actively involved, she's involved with DARE, Girl Scouts, Children's Miracle Network, Special Olympics, Red Cross, and so on. She has in the past been the Ms. United World, as well as Ms. Delaware, USA, Mrs. Maryland, Mrs. Pennsylvania International, Mrs. Galaxy, and Miss Pennsylvania for America. And I'm not sure we have it on here, but she is vying for another title, and this is something to contribute toward that credibility.
Make a motion to approve the proclamation for Deborah Wright.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve that proclamation. Any questions regarding the motion? Lebanon County and goes glacial. Anything else? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
Okay. Would recommend for the Lebanon County Commission on Drug and Alcohol an appointment to the Advisory Council of Courtney Franklin to her first 3-year term, which would end in February 19th, 2025. A Lebanon County resident is employed as a respiratory therapist, and this would be the optional category of the Advisory Council.
Motion.
Motion approved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve Courtney Franklin to this 3-year term. Any questions? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, so moved.
Okay. For the Lebanon County Commission for Women appointments, one member had resigned effective September 22 due to job duties. That was Mary Banda. Her term was set to expire at the end of 2023. So the commission has interviewed some new potential members and are recommending to you Judy Hummel, which would be effective October 12th through December 31st of 2025. She is from Myerstown, as well as Marilyn Vizcaino of Lebanon, and that term would go also to December 31st, 2025.
Make a motion, we approve Judy Hummel and Marilyn Vizcaino to the Commission for Women.
Second.
Okay, thanks to Mary Banda for her service. Any questions or comments? Not all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
Next, I have an amendment for an agreement of sale. I will call this the final amendment to the final amendment. As you'll recall, we did an amendment to the agreement of sale for property next to the driver's center down along Walnut Street. We had intended by now to have a subdivision plan in place for the buyer to reach settlement, but we don't anticipate that being approved until probably early November. The buyer, I will make it clear, the buyer is prepared and ready to settle. He's made that clear to us, and they're ready at any time. So we just simply need to get the process completed through South Lebanon Township. Matthew and Hockley is doing that on our behalf, and I think there were 1 or 2 comments yet to be addressed and resubmitted. Their meeting is on October 24th, and then if it's approved at the Planning Commission meeting, then the supervisors meet October 25th. And would be able to consider it then. If not, we still have 2 meetings in the month of November if anything trips us up. But this extension would take us to December 15th.
Make a motion to approve the extension, the 10th Amendment to BT Management for the property on the east end of the county.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve this extension. Any questions? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
Liquid fuels application for county aid from North Annville Township. They have a line painting project of $16,100 and would like to use their allocation toward that, which is $2,381 for North Annville.
Motion approved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve that liquid fuels allocation to North Annville Township. Any questions regarding the motion? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, so moved.
I have 2 real estate property exemption requests for disabled veterans who've met the obligations of the program as eligible applicants. They are Daniel Schatzel of Sweetbriar Lane in Lebanon, and Tika Tapa of Charles Street, Lebanon.
Motion approved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
two hotel tax grant fund applications, the first being to the Penn State Extension. This was submitted by Del Voigt, the senior extension agent there. The extension is planning to hold a Penn State Extension Crop Day at the Exposition Center. And by their narrative that they attached, you will see that this draws from all over the state. It is an opportunity for some to get their certifications in forage crop, field and forage crop, and they've had them from as far away as Mercer County. They typically have at least 250 people in attendance, and this would help them with the promotion of it, as well as to reduce the overall cost so that the registration fee is more palatable and they can draw more people to the area.
I guess my only question is, looking at the breakdown, should we be paying for the food?
I think that's just their total budget they're giving you there. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's a part of it that's being paid for. So, but I mean, the answer is yes, you could. I mean, it's been part of other programs in the past.
Has it?
So,
I didn't remember paying for food.
not all of the applications you get are this highly detailed.
No,
so
but
you-
they should be. Yeah. This is a wonderful application, in my opinion, but I'll make a motion to approve. I mean, it's $300 for a snack and $4,300 for the lunch, but I thought I would ask because I didn't remember the others having food involved.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion? Not all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
And the last one is for the Lebanon Valley Bicycle Coalition, submitted by Ron Birch, the treasurer. They are intending to have a Bikes and Bites cycling event with the Lebanon Bicycle Recycle Organization at Coleman Park. And the total project cost for this is $5,000. They're asking for a $1,000 grant toward the program to be held October 29th. And they will have track demos, repair clinics, bike trail tours, bike show, food trucks, etc. You have the
Awesome.
attachment.
Motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the Lebanon Valley Bike Coalition's request for $1,000 from the hotel tax. Any questions regarding the motion? If not all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
That's everything I have.
Okay, I'm going to just add one thing for the good of the order. We just surpassed 20,000 acres of preserved farmland in Lebanon County. Huge milestone for the county. It's 30 years in the making, and it does help preserve the quality of life for Lebanon County. Unfortunately, yes, but it was a very well attended event, and so we thank all participants over the years for helping make it possible. But that's huge it ties in very nicely with our rail trail and Camp Shand and other investments in quality of life to have that farmland preserved to keep our county as agriculturally oriented as possible. So I just wanted to end on that note. Okay, anything else? Not, motion to adjourn.
So, second.
Stand adjourned.